Good morning, everybody. The first thing I would like to share with you is that nothing is forever. A couple of years ago, I could never think that Google, and specifically the Google AdWords system, could ever be beaten. And before Bloovi, I had a digital marketing company for over 12 years, which was called Be Seen, and I started in the year 2000. And back then, I remember that Google was democratizing the traditional advertising market. And in fact, Google AdWords at that moment was disrupting the traditional advertising market at that moment. And I remember that so many companies at that moment were almost relying on the results that Google AdWords brought to them. Google AdWords was so powerful and brought so much return on investment that it was unmissable for so many marketeers at the moment, and still is. And at that moment I was thinking, what system on earth could ever beat Google AdWords? Because again, it is so powerful. And I couldn't find any system that was better performing than Google AdWords. But what do we see today? Today we see that since the last couple of years, marketeers are more and more experimenting with spending their budget in social advertising, like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and more. And social advertising, for so many marketeers, is working very, very well, that they spend more and more money into social advertising. So you can ask the question, will social advertising disrupt Google AdWords? And I don't know. But what did I read like 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago, I read an article which was based on research. And this article was saying that more and more marketeers deciding to spend to shift their budget from AdWords to Facebook. And then I was thinking, hey, there's something happening here. I'm sorry. So they're spending their money on Facebook, and count on top of that, that marketeers are willing to spend their money on a platform where people spend their time. And what do we know from Facebook is that the average person is spending 50 minutes of his time on Facebook every day. And count on top of that, that the social experiment from Google Plus, is not really a huge success. And if you take all these factors and look at them in perspective, you can actually almost predict the future of Google AdWords. And my conclusion is, and this is only one example, but my conclusion is that today, every business will be disrupted. And if it's not today, it will be tomorrow or next month, maybe next year or in 3 to 5 years, but sooner or later, every business will be disrupted. And since the last couple of years, there is a lot of talking about digital transformation, innovation, digitalization in its whole, a couple of keywords which are very well connected and even intertwined with each other. And people and companies are finally accepting that disruption is here to stay. And digital always played a very crucial role in this digital transformation process. In fact, digital is so crucial, and a crucial factor, because companies think and act differently. So, therefore, we chose the theme for here today at WebTomorrow as the impact of digital. So, welcome everybody here at WebTomorrow. Me and my team are, of course, very proud that we can organize the second edition of WebTomorrow. More than 1,200 people actually registered to join us here today. And we would like to stimulate you to connect with each other. And if you connect with each other, then make sure you do this under the right circumstances. And let me share you a story about Tony Blair. Maybe most of you still know Tony Blair. Tony Blair was the Prime Minister from the UK between 1997 and 2007. And Tony was invited to Amsterdam, to one of those VIP dinners which he must attend as an upcoming politician. And as you may know, people like Tony Blair, as a Prime Minister, are very well prepared before they go to one of these occasions. They have lists with names of people, their background, they know the names of the people sitting next to them at the dinner table, just in order to make a good connection and build the relationship. So Tony flew to Amsterdam, went to the venue, sat at the table, and next to him there was a lady into her late 50s. And soon there was a conversation starting between Tony Blair and this lady. So the lady was asking to Tony, "What's your name?" "My name is Tony, Tony Blair." "Okay," said the lady. "What do you do?" "I'll become the next Prime Minister of the United Kingdom," responded Tony. "Oh, interesting," responded the lady. And Tony Blair was thinking at that moment, strange, but how come I don't know this lady's name? I'm prepared, but I don't know her. So he asked the lady, "What's your name?" "My name is Beatrice," the lady responded. "Okay, what do you do?" "I'm the Queen of the Netherlands," the lady said. And Tony was thinking on this moment, fuck, she's the Queen, I don't know her name. So the only thing he could say was like, "Oh, interesting." As you can imagine, this was a very embarrassing moment for Tony and maybe the Queen as well at that moment. So we do not want to bring you in these kind of embarrassing situations, and therefore we created a networking platform, and many of you already registered on this platform. And if you register on this platform, you can actually find all the people who are here today, find them, meet with them, and even make an appointment with them. And hopefully many beautiful things will follow out of these meetings. And if you need to, and if you search for a lady in her early 40s, you can maybe find her name and also her intentions. Last thing I would like to say and share with you is keep following Bloovi. Bloovi is the organizer of WebTomorrow here today. Since over 4 years, we're bringing everyday valuable content regarding the topics you see here today in this program about innovation, technology, marketing, startups, and more. And the last thing I would like to say is prepare yourself and your company for a future which has already started. Thank you very much.